So I know that in the last couple of years, many companies have taken different tactics in order to help a candidate get transparency with real owners, but your businesses have been exploding with growth. The revenue growth has been amazing. The elements of cost control, containment that drop down to the bottom line with profitability. Your owners are busy. So what are some of the technology implementations HappiNest is putting in place? And I know that you're doing some of it yourself. Talk about those different elements of technology that you are giving to the candidate to help them through the process.
Sure, I would be happy to do that. I'll start with kind of talking about why they're exploding. First of all, I look at home services, and when you kind of look at the macro trends, you've got really two different sectors driving growth in home services. You've got baby boomers, and there's about 78 million of those individuals that are aging in place, living longer lives, have physical limitations, can't do it, as we say it. On the other side of the equation, you've got the millennial, 90 million. That's nearly 30% of our country's population. Little different reason. They're in this kind of place in life where they're growing up, moving out, starting their family, getting their home, getting situated. They don't want to do it, right? Millennials, I have one. They value their time, their experiences. They want to live their best life, and they're willing to spend disproportionate, in most cases, to maybe their income level on services being done for them so they can have those experiences. So you see this kind of convergence. Home formation in our country is doubling. It's expected to do so over the next 10 years. That's being driven by the millennial. That's why these businesses are exploding. It's for people that can't do it, or frankly, they don't want to do it. Yep. Right. So that's kind of number one. Well, we're seeing success in terms of technology. The key message I would say to any candidate is we centralize at HappiNest brands where we can and decentralize where we can't. When I talk about centralization, things like driving media, managing your social presence, your paid search, your website, retargeting campaigns, display ads, we're centralizing that at the top of the house and running those ads into a franchise owner's territory to drive demand and create and incentivize demand, right? So we also have a sales center. We lifted this a few years ago. This works across all of our brands where when leads come in from the media that we're running, they're answered in 2 rings. Form fills are answered immediately. What we're doing is freeing up the time of a local business owner, a small business owner. Make no mistake, franchising seems wildly large and huge businesses are all run by individuals, families in many cases, and they have employees, but it's still a small business. It's a lot to ask of any human being to say, hey, I want you to get out and put out signs and go to home shows and talk to customers and build retention and do upsells. And by the way, can you get to every form fill in like 2 minutes? And can you answer every call in 2 rings? Because if you don't, you're going to lose business.